In grade 1, you had to write a 2-bar rhythm that answers a given 2-bar opening. The requirements for grade 2 are very similar, except you are not given so much of an opening. You may have just 1 bar or even less given. In other words, you will need to be more creative and write more bars yourself. Other than that, the rules are basically the same as in grade 1, and there is nothing new to learn. But just to recap, let's look at this example of a well-balanced 4-bar rhythm. The things to notice will be the same advice as was given in grade 1. So just to remind you, notice that the first and the third bar have exactly the same rhythm. If you were given the first bar in an examination and you responded by writing the next 3 bars, that would be perfectly acceptable. To copy a little of what you are given is good. It creates a pattern that the ear can latch on to. Secondly, it is good to end on a fairly long note. This example ends on a minim. If it were a quaver, it would end too abruptly. Thirdly, make sure that there are the correct number of beats in each bar. So take a look at the time signature and count how many beats you've written in each bar. And finally, make sure you can clap out the rhythm that you write. This avoids writing over complicated rhythms. Very often, if you write something that looks too fancy on paper, it sounds too clumsy. Just keep it simple and in the style of the opening. Now look at these 4 examples. The first bar of each of them is the same. This might be what is given to you, for example, in an examination. And the following 3 bars are what you might write as an answer. Which of the 4 is the best answer? The best answer is the second example. Now say what is wrong with the other 3 examples. In the first example, there are not enough beats in the third bar. In the third example, it ends on a short note which sounds too abrupt. And in the fourth example, it is just too complicated and sounds clumsy.